Hi, it's Mark from Mark of the Cyberbeast, and today, as promised, I'm going to show you how easy it is to clean a polished Cybertruck. It's a lot quicker than our other video we had on cleaning the Cybertruck, which involved Barkeeper's Friend and Cyberwax and everything else. Really, I'm just going to wash it down. It's going to be that easy. I just did a little hose down initially because I had some bugs on the front windshield from a 640-mile drive to Atlanta. Down below, I'm going to have links to all the products that I use. So these products that I use, I'm not getting endorsed from. I am not getting any paid promotion. Basically, they're just items I found on Amazon and the ones I use, and works great. So basically, it is a soft soap that is applied with this Aqua Joe. I think it's like a friend of Sun Joe, so to speak. Those products you've seen online, Sun Joe. This is Aqua Joe. Basically, you put your detergent in here, attach your hose into here, and it spray foam cannons the truck. And I'm just gonna wipe it down with a cloth rag. And after I wash it down and wipe it down, I'm just gonna go over with a dry cloth. And also I'm gonna have a extension cord, and I'm going to get a blower and blow the water off first, and then wipe down the rest. But yeah, it's actually pretty easy. Now what I'm probably gonna do first, because I haven't done it in a while, is clean the glass on top of the Cyberbeast. That glass roof often gets ignored, especially by me, because I keep a shade to protect it, because that light is just a lot. So I'm probably just gonna get my squeegee and wipe that down first, and then I'll go ahead and wipe down the sides and clean up the sides. But you know, this polish actually stays clean very easily. So really just light soap and water is all I'm gonna use. I'll use some Windex on the windows. And then cleaning up, I've got some degreaser, grease lightning I like to use on the trim and also on the running boards, etc. And then I'll probably use my wet tire for the getting the tires all nice and bright and shiny. But really, it's just a cloth, water, and soap. But you're gonna watch me do it in real time, so stay tuned. Now the Aqua Joe has an attachment to stream water like a nozzle, but I actually prefer this because I can vary the stream very easily and kind of get the water flow I want. So that's why I don't use that attachment. I strictly go thumb on the hose, so to speak. And that's it. That side's done. What I'm going to do is clean off the other side. And then I'm going to come back and hose the truck off one more time with water because it's going to have water spots as it dries. And then I'll go ahead and I'll use my blower and dry everything off.
If you can, get two hoses and get a hose bib splitter, and then this way you'll have the hose that's just the water to rinse it off, and then have the other hose for your Aqua Joe for your foam cannon. Then this way you don't have to keep turning the water off, swapping out the Aqua Joe and going back and forth. So that is something that I may do in the future. I'll put the links for all that below because honestly that is a big time saver, because honestly that probably half my time was just switching from the Aqua Joe to the water for the rinse versus the foam cannon. And honestly, the cost of an extra hose and a bib splitter is really negligible for the time save. So it's something to consider. The links will be down below along with everything else. See what I mean? Going back and forth to remove and add the Aqua Joe, and then getting the water to rinse it off, then having to go back and forth again. So I can make the case for having two hoses there. Definitely worthwhile, especially because after I did this, I did my wife's car.
That's it. It's literally that easy. I'm just going to go ahead and hose down the other side of the car so get out any of the water spots that may have stuck there. I'm going to get my blower and a dry rag and just wipe it off. That's it. That's cleaning the car. Then I'm going to go around with the glass and do the Windex so you'll be able to see that as well. But that is all with cleaning this polished Cybertruck. It's so much easier than cleaning it as if it were from the factory. So hope you got some good insight. Maybe I convinced some people to polish their truck. We'll see.
I got this handheld blower on sale, but if you have a leaf blower, that may be just as effective. I have not tried a leaf blower, but I think it should do just as well, because those leaf blowers that are battery operated go about 200 miles an hour. I'm not sure the speed on this, but it is, you know, nice and light. I would always spray from the center outward and down. Use gravity to be your friend. And as you can see, just you know, go along the vehicle from the middle, either upward or downward. But again, if you have a leaf blower, you can always try that and save yourself the whatever it was, $20, $30 for the handheld blower. Using the blower, what you're doing is just not getting your rag soaking wet. It will get wet because you're always going to have residual water, but it's definitely going to be a lot less wet with all this water being blown off. And that's the reason for the blower, is to just reduce it from being a big soaking rag to just a damp one, mildly damp one. And all we're doing here is removing all the water so that there's no remnant water spots left. That's it. It's not cleaning off any dirt. It's simply removing all the water to prevent water droplets from staining on the vehicle.
Look at that. That's it. Now you can also go to a car wash, but I am not a fan of car washes. That's really it. I mean, soap, water, dry it off. Look, it's shiny. So again, we're gonna have the links for all this stuff down below. I'm gonna go ahead and blow off the other side and make it a complete clean job. So I'm gonna carry you around to this side. Get my extension cord. And if you don't plug your equipment into your Cybertruck, then that's pretty sad. You should always plug in and use your DC powered juice.
Another good thing the blower is for is where the water pools on the bumper by the license plate. That area definitely just accumulates the water, so it's a good thing to use for that. And again, just going along the sides, just go from the middle up and the middle downward, and it doesn't take long at all. It just takes a few minutes, and then just wipe off any residue, any extra water. And it looks absolutely stunning just with this soap and water. I'm telling you, this is the easiest way to keep it clean. There's no polisher you need. There's no cyber wax. It doesn't take you an hour or two. This literally, if I wasn't doing the video, this would take me 15 minutes. It was that simple, that quick. And honestly, it doesn't take much to make this thing look absolutely gorgeous, as you can see.
So what you can't see, there's going to be some watermarks on the second side where I kind of let the water dry a little bit. Don't you worry, we got McGuire's Last Touch detail spray that we're going to use. I don't use the spray, just kind of put it on the cloth and apply it. But what I'll do is the cloth I use to dry my truck will now be the cloth I use to wash it off the next time, so that I always have a clean cloth to wash with. So that's what we're doing so far. I'm done with blowing it off. So I will do the glass afterwards at the very end. We'll spray some Windex on it because that's got some water streaks on this side as well. Once I do that, I'll be good to go. I don't really worry so much about the roof. I will get a squeegee and squeegee off the water, but for the most part, that's nothing I worry about. No one's really going to see that. And then what I'll probably end up doing is, again, going along the fenders and a light linseed oil like we talked about in the other episode, just to make the fender flares pop. And then I'll do the wheel wet with that. So real easy wash right here. I hope you enjoyed it so far. But really, wash and wax. Heck, you wash it, you wash and wax. You wash it and rinse it off, and then just go on the highway at 60 miles an hour. That'll dry off pretty quickly.
I don't clean the roof every time, but I wanted to show you in this episode how when I first started the video, I used the terry cloth end just to wash it off to get the debris off. And here I am just squeegeeing the water off of the top. But again, I don't really use it to clean the top very often because no one really sees it. And with the Windex, I will use the terry cloth end just to give it a quick wash down, get any water spots off, and then I will use the squeegee end just to remove any of the debris and water so that I have a nice clean looking windshield. What I used to do before I polished my truck is I used the squeegee to remove the water from the sides. I'm apprehensive about doing it now that it's polished. I don't want to leave any marks, so that's why I don't do it here. But if you have the stock finish, that's what I used to do to help get the water off, is simply just use a squeegee. You'll also see me wiping some of the stray Windex that have gotten down along the side pilars from doing the squeegee.
Okay, this is it. Last touch detailer. I probably won't use too much on this side Mostly use it on the other side. You don't need a lot of this stuff on. And really what you're doing is just getting rid of the water spots. There's no dirt. You're just making sure those water spots are kind of all off of it. You're going to have some overlap spray from when you're doing your Windex. It's going to take some of that off as well. Any other streaks, water slid down while you were cleaning it, it's going to take those off as well. Because if you let those cake in there in the sun, it's going to be harder to get out next time. And this is the side we really need the detailer on, because this is the side with the watermarks and the tailgate. I had the tailgate down and gain access for the power, and obviously the water streaks kicked in. So we're going to remove those right now. You guys just always be careful when you wash your truck not to slice your hand. I hate that I have to say that, but sometimes people aren't careful.
I was pointing at the top pilar because there was some dripping down from when I was squeegeeing off the roof, and I just want to make sure I got all that residue removed.
This Meguiar Last Touch detailer, absolutely amazing. I'll bring this real close here. No watermarks at all. Again, I'm going to go over the doors visually one more time. Make sure there are no watermarks. Also, your running boards, make sure you get your watermarks off of there as well. Wipe those down. But I'll tell you, this Meguiar stuff works absolutely great. I mean, honestly, this is flawless. Nothing to touch here. Again, I'll go over the trim with some linseed oil. I'm not going to do it in this video. I showed you that in the other video that you can watch. I'm going to spray some wet in the tires right now. I can show you that real quick. I know you guys have done this before, but if you want to see how I do it, Black Magic Tire Wet. That's the stuff.
There'll be a link below for these tire sponge applicators. By using that, you won't get the overspray. It'll be a lot quicker and nicer looking finish.
And I'll wipe off the wheel. But I just wanted to kind of get the tire nice and wet, get it wet looking, and just wipe off your wheel cover here, get all that stuff off, because this is more or less like an oil. Now, if you're feeling lazy, you could also put some tire wet on a cloth instead of linseed oil. It's not as good, but it will do the job. Also, too, it will get wet since it's really not oil soluble like linseed oil is. It will wash off and leave streaks, but it is a cheater way if you just want to get it looking good real quickly. Okay, so we're gonna go around the truck one last time here. Kind of give you a look. See how shiny it looks? Just soap and water. Soap and water. We're next to glass, and McGuire's last touch. Just getting water streaks off, but no buffing, no polishing, no wax, no elbow grease. Honestly, it really is soap, water, washcloth. I mean, a young kid could do this. It's that easy. So that is how I wash my Cyberbeast. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll see you again tomorrow. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna get that phone.